Coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. Your voice in a noisy marketplace. Your e-comment update with Cordelia Blake.
Welcome to e-comment, your source for e-commerce and Amazon sellers news by Scanner Society. Recently, Donald Trump released a series of tweets attacking Amazon. He said it's Amazon's fault that the U.S. Post Office is losing money on shipping packages, essentially blaming Amazon for a budget shortfall at the USPS. According to our research, Amazon simply qualifies for the rates that USPS publicly publishes. So if any blame were to be placed, it would be squarely with the USPS, not Amazon. The main financial issues that the post office has is that people just do not send much mail anymore, but every home must still be serviced. Shipping and package revenue is actually growing and is on track to surpass the first-class mail. The fact is that private companies such as DHL, UPS, and FedEx can pick and choose what they will ship and at what price, and the USPS cannot. A much more damaging USPS policy to U.S. businesses is the 2011 deal called e-Packet with the national postal carriers of China, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Singapore to allow packages under 4.5 pounds to be sent to the U.S. for extremely low rates. The rates are so low that it's cheaper to ship packages from China to an American city than it is to send the same parcel from one U.S. city to another. The approximate cost to ship a 1-pound package from South Carolina to New York is about $6. From Beijing to New York is about $3.66. And sending the same 1-pound package from New York back to Beijing would cost around $50. This United States Postal Service policy is much more damaging to the American economy and to the USPS budget than domestic bulk rates. Renegotiating e-Packet would be much more helpful to the USPS bottom line than any domestic package deal with Amazon. We predict that any volatility in Amazon's stock price is short-term, and any meaningful action such as an antitrust investigation takes years to complete, and the company is focused on long-term strategy and diversification, something we can all learn from. Amazon is making a new acquisition with AWS, or Amazon Web Services, acquiring a majority stake in Shapeways, the 3D print-on-demand platform. This represents AWS's first venture into physical services and perhaps the first indicator that Amazon will eventually add 3D print-on-demand to the platform. It was the acquisition of Woot.com that led the way for the print-on-demand clothing business that is now thriving. Will objects be next? This also gives them access to Shapeways technology for domestic 3D prototyping and short-run manufacturing. Amazon's engineers are at it again. Amazon has been issued a patent for a technology that will allow drones to understand some basic human gestures. So if a drone is flying at you and you wave at it or give it some other gesture, it will steer in a different direction. The image on the patent is especially amusing. Amazon has been in the self-publishing business for years with their CreateSpace platform. On April 1st, Amazon Publishing launched, which is a competitor for traditional publishing houses. Amazon has so many advantages here, it's not even funny. The data they have on what books sell at what volume around the world will easily allow them to renegotiate contracts with existing authors, and for those who do successfully self-publish, they will be able to make generous offers to bigger sellers. They will have a higher profit margin for books by cutting out the middleman so that they can lower prices and still make great profits. This is just one more step in Amazon's strategy to eliminate large distributors. If companies like Hasbro and authors like J.K. Rowling will sell direct to Amazon, they can control market share and still lower prices. Amazon sellers need to be aware that the seller feedback removal policy has been updated. As of mid-May, feedback will only be eligible for removal for 90 days. This applies to all seller feedback. Scanner Society is sponsoring and I'll be speaking at 2 upcoming seller conferences, SimpleZon in Houston on April 27th and ACE in New Jersey on May 6th. There are still a few tickets available. Please go to our events page for registration info. scannersociety.com/events. Thank you for tuning in. E-Comment is brought to you by Scanner Society, a trade organization for Amazon sellers. We invite you to try us out for just $5 for the first month with the code 5BUCKTRIAL. Go to scannersociety.com/$5 to sign up.
Here are today's show notes.